All right, Laura Nakamura, I've got next. Laura, go ahead.
Great, thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm Laura Nakamura. I'm a member of Concord Communities Alliance, and I've been listening all evening very intently to this conversation that we've been having. Joan, I want to thank you for your presentation. One of the, based on yesterday's conversation with the regional housing needs allocation conversations, that was top of mind for me tonight. That was, went into this conversation tonight, into this meeting, thinking that we need to be meeting those goals. We're so far off right now for meeting those goals. Those were like a priority, huge priority for me. After that, of course, making sure that we hire local and make sure that our building trades and our unions are well taken care of with the project labor agreements. But then we got to the point where we were talking about having tenants in homes temporarily. And I'm horrified at the fact that anyone could even conceive of the fact that there are best practices for removing tenants after a period of time, after what Eddie said is, families have been living there. And even, Laura and Carlin, thank you for speaking up about this as well. The fact that that once you have families in homes, even if there's some sort of an agreement ahead of time that says, oh, by the way, in 10 years you have to move, you can't explain that to children. Children get attached to their neighbors, their friends, their schools, their classmates. Upheaval to children because a developer wants to take the property back and do something more to make more money just doesn't make sense to me. It's just unfair to families. And Concord is where families come first. I'd really like everyone to consider an option if this is going to stay on the table, and I really hope it's not. But if we're talking about taking tenants out of their homes or transitioning them to redeveloped properties, let's look at TOPA. Let's look at Tenant Option Purchase Act. Let's look at giving tenants the helping them grow and being able to stay in their homes and their communities and not displace them. We all know here in Concord that once a family is displaced, it means an additional hour commute. They can no longer live in Concord because they just can't afford it anymore. It means we lose them as part of our community. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Laura, for that comment as well.